In this video, I'm going to answer the question, should I be using plain text or HTML messages? I've covered this in one of the earlier videos, but I wanted to get more specific with this because it's very important that you understand the benefits of using the right kind of messages. And honestly, this is one of the most important questions you can ask because most business owners get this wrong. And by using the wrong kind of message, they completely miss the point of marketing their business with email. This is the key to getting outstanding results with email marketing. When you send an email message, it should look like it's been written by a friend, not a marketing message that's coming from a business. So think about the emails you get from your friends. Do they say, "Dear John, it's come to our attention that this." They don't say that, do they? They say, "Hi John, found this cool thing, go and check it out." Or, "I saw you at the shops, do you want to catch up later?" It's very friendly, it's very personal. When you write your emails, imagine you're sitting down with your best friend over coffee or a beer and write like you would talk to that person. When you get all stuffy and corporate sounding, people just turn off. They're not going to read your messages. But if you write like you talk to your friends, people are going to be engaged in the conversation. They're going to read through the message. And if you ask them to do something at the end, a lot of them are going to do it for you. And if that thing is to spend money with you, you're going to make a lot more money. That's the reason you don't use a template. I know a lot of business owners have spent a fortune getting fancy templates made and they've got their links to their social media and everything on them and they've got a header and they all look very cool. Don't use a template like that. Send people messages that look like plain text. And I'll give you some examples shortly. By sending an HTML message that looks like plain text, it does two things. It looks like a personal email from a friend, which is what we want, and it lets you track the open and click-through rates of the message. The most profitable email marketers on the planet are using this exact format, and they don't use a template because it simply doesn't work. You don't want to announce to the world that you're a big dumb company. You want to show people that you're a person, there's a person writing to another person. That's how you make money with email marketing. There is a place for some businesses to use a nice looking template for some messages, for something like your monthly newsletter. But if you want to make more money more consistently, you'll send messages that look like personal correspondence from a friend rather than sending messages that look like they've come from a company. And now I'll give you a couple of examples of what I mean. Here's one from Frank Kern, and all of Frank's messages are written just like they're sent to his friends, and he's probably got hundreds of thousands of people on his list, but it's always sent as a message from one person to another. And the subject line was, "From Frank, webinar replay link. Looks like you missed the webinar. Fortunately, I've posted the replay link for you here. Enjoy, Frank." That's all it is. He just asked you to click on that link, and by making the link a hyperlink, he's asking you to click on it. And a lot of people do. They click through, they watch the webinar, and they buy at the end of the webinar. Here's another one. Subject line, "How to lose a client in 10 minutes. This is not from Frank, it's from someone else. And it's a story. A few weeks back, the lovely Carla gave me a honey-do list. Maybe you're familiar with that kind of list yourself. Smiley face, alright? Hang the mirror on the wall, replace the electrical switch. It's just the kind of thing you can imagine sitting down the coffee shop with a friend talking about. It's a conversation. And you can hear him talking to you inside your head. If you send messages like this, rather than things like, "It's come to our attention that this has happened or this has happened," you write like you talk, and you write to one person at a time in your mind, you're going to make a lot more money than if you send messages that look like they've come from a company.